NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Here we go, get set.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Jones looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Jones now on 1st down.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll look to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
On 2nd and goal, Jones.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground, ETN.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 19 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here we go, 11.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Off play action. Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. You look at this Jaguar defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season has been the big play that's done them in.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Hey, Ron! Hey, kill!
Now ETN to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Oh, good move. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Running out of the gun with ETN. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 7-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. After 1, 7-3 the score. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to have the Patriots first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Jones throw taken in by Thornton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 35.
Here we go. 11.
Back to throw. Jones. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell. 11.
Throwing again. Jones. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him end with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Flush to his right. A short throw there to Strange. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Lawrence rolling to his right. Down the sideline he goes. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them where they're running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? First down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Off the play fake, Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Jones throwing on first down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
21.
Looking to throw. Jones on the out route. He's got Thornton. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. On the counter, it's Stevenson. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Breaks through the contact, and he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to the ground with ETN. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, here's Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Lawrence. That pass caught by Kirk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, Lawrence. the Jaguars. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Jones has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Once more, Etienne. And this time he is into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England's offense set to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing Jones.
Right side, Thornton with it.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the Jaguar first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Here's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the draw, it's Gibson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now Jones.
Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Devin Lloyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were